What's up guys, Casey here. And in today's video, I'm gonna be showing off some new toys that I just got. Now, I don't know if you've seen some of my other videos where I kind of brag about how frugal I am, which is a very nice way to say cheap. I prefer terms like economically efficient, financially responsible, thrifty. In this video, I'm gonna show you some purchases that I made that I think are great values. One of them, actually three of them, I'm very excited about because it was one purchase for 3 items, total of 75 bucks, and I think it's gonna up the audio quality significantly. And then the other purchase was actually several times the amount I spent on those 3 items, but again, I think it's gonna up the value of what I deliver to you guys significantly, and I will drop more money and a lot of money, but it's always going to be in an instance where it's heavily researched, definitely warranted, and it's something where the quality or what I can leverage that purchase with is going to be something very impactful.
Welcome to our channel where we go behind the scenes of our meal plan company Fit Food Fresh and other local businesses across South Florida. Make sure you hit the subscribe and alerts so you never miss a video, and hit us with any questions or suggestions.
Right now, I'm actually shooting on my Galaxy S9 Plus, and every video up until this point has been made on that. Now, every edit that's been done and the thumbnails and everything else has also been done on free software, free apps actually. Everything has been shot and edited on the phone until now. The beginning of this video, as I said, is going to be on the Galaxy S9, but I am going to be using the audio and the video from my new purchases for the second half. So hopefully that'll give you an idea of the quality that you can expect from these devices. Now, you can always spend more money, but why if you don't have to?
All right, so let's start with the cheaper purchase. This is the Snowball microphone by Blue. And they've got some pretty pricey microphones, so they definitely know their stuff. I know nothing about audio, so I had to do my research. And my friend, Swolenormous, who actually got me into this, he's suggesting some more expensive microphones. But again, I just like getting into stuff from the kiddie pool. I figure this isn't too much of an investment. If for some reason I, lost ideas for the YouTube thing or I got distracted, I wouldn't be out too much money if I all of a sudden decided to stop. So if I keep going, I'll keep on investing. But this altogether was $75, and it also came with, I'll have a link to it below, also came with a pop guard, which is basically protecting the mic from kind of annoying sounds like when you're talking too close to the mic. So that'll up the quality. And then this is a microphone boom, which just connects to any desk. So I can shoot from anywhere now. And I was thinking about, maybe getting into podcasting. So I obviously want to up the audio quality, but also just for these YouTube videos, I'm talking to the mic a lot. I definitely want to make sure you guys can hear me, and I want to make sure it's as enjoyable as possible for you. So I had no problem dropping the 75 bucks after some extensive research. And I'm very excited to see what kind of quality I'm going to be able to produce now. As I mentioned, I went through several videos. There was one that was most compelling where it was compared against, I think it was microphones under 100 bucks or something like that. And the guy definitely knew what he was talking about. You got to find an audiophile if you want to talk speakers and microphones. So this guy knew his stuff. You always got to find the nerds and the experts in their given category, get the advice from them. And this guy was very compelling, and this was a hands down winner. So that's why I decided that was the video that really, that was the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak. Very easy to use, comes in black and white. Just plug right into your USB. Now I've got one of the new Macs, so I have to, use a converter, but I don't think I'm going to lose any audio quality through that. At least nothing that I would notice. It's definitely going to be better than shooting on this S9. Now we go to the big purchase, the Mevo. Now, my company, Fit Food Fresh, actually purchased this Mevo. We had a social media guy for a minute who was like, oh, you guys need to be doing live shows. So that's what Mevo is really good for. Now, we got the whole kit, which is right now empty because the Mevo is charging. But this kit also came with a stand That stand's not here, but I think everything all together with an extra battery, which I'll show you is right over here. Ignore the dishes. This is the Mevo itself. It's got a little magnetic kind of ring right there. So this is the backup battery that came with it. This whole kit with the backup battery and stand cost me about $700. So this is definitely, like I said, it's several multiples of the other 3 items all together. But you'd expect that, right? The camera has got to be more expensive than the mic. It connects through Wi-Fi, connects to your phone. It's very easy to use. I've used it before. I'm excited to start using it again. I do know that the sound on this is garbage. I did some research. They basically made this a very good camera, and the function is basically it's able to take, I'm just locking it right there. So that's the lock and unlock. It's basically able to take a very wide aperture. So it shoots very high resolution. I think 4K. I don't know. I didn't do my research. I should have. I'll put the show notes in there. But it basically takes a huge shot. And now this thing doesn't move, but you'll see videos on how they explain. Basically, it'll have this whole view. And then what it does is it'll zoom in to this section. So to you, it looks like the camera's moved. And then it could pan over here. So to you, it looks like it's actually moving, but it's really just looking at this whole shot. And I hope you guys thought that was a good backdrop. My cabinet's right there. So in any case, it takes a big picture, shows you little sections of it to imitate zoom and pan and all sorts of other stuff. And the reason I thought that this was a worthwhile investment is for $600, I've got a videographer basically. Now I have someone who doesn't complain about when I want to shoot, wants to can shoot 24 hours a day, can shoot in my house in the middle of the night if I want to make a video for you guys. So it's kind of like a built-in camera crew right there. Obviously, you want to update or upgrade your audio because this thing is not ideal. But again, that's not what they're going for. They make it very easy to either attach a microphone to your cell phone actually, and it goes through the app that connects to this guy. And you can also control the camera through your cell phone, through an iPad. That's how we used to have it on the show when we'd shoot that for Fit Food Fresh. And I also picked up these little, I think lavalier mics, is that what they're called? But this plugs right into your phone. This is the extension, so you didn't have to have the phone visible. And then you have this little guy on your lapel, some more mics in there, and this was from Movo. This was cheap too. I think this was $15. So this is obviously a bit more of an investment. I've upgraded the audio just because this is good for like a little interview format. And I can't say that I won't use these again, but for right now, I'm very excited to use this for you guys. So without further ado, let's get those set up and you guys can judge for yourself. All right, now we are recording on the Mevo. The audio is also coming from the Mevo, and I'll switch over to the Snowball in a second so you can see the difference. But just to explain how the Mevo works, it's actually taking a whole big picture, and the camera doesn't move to follow me around. It actually just zooms in based on where my face is. Now just panned out again. I'm able to control everything right here, and you can actually override things on the app. So if you want to zoom in, you could just click, zoom out, do this. And there's a little bit of a latency, so you're able to actually see what happens live and then hurry up and jump on it. So if maybe someone is talking about a certain thing here. Imagine there's a talk show and they're talking about a certain thing here. By the way, let's switch over to the better audio. All right. So now we've got the audio of the Snowball. We've got it set up over here. Pop guard on, pop guard off, just so you guys can see why I bought everything. Now, I also invested in this stand because, as you can see, this stand wouldn't really do a great job. It'd be down here. But back to the scenario where we've got a plethora of people here. What's cool about the intelligence is it'll recognize faces. It also recognizes where the animation and all the movement is, so it wants to capture everything. So if someone over here starts talking, it'll actually pan over and focus on them.
You can also save different locations. So let's say we're doing QVC and we have an item over here. We definitely want to showcase. I could save that as a location that the camera will automatically jump to. Same thing with having different people here. You could have pre-saved setups so it'll know where to jump and your editor can easily do it, or you could just have it behind the scenes and you could be controlling everything. The zoom in, zoom out. Look at that jar over there. That's actually what I started shooting the video on. So again, to show you guys how cheap I am, the first half of the video was shot on what is a jar, and at the top there is a tape measurer that my fiance uses. So that was my camera stand for the first half of the video. So now you can appreciate what a big deal it is for me to actually start investing in some stuff. So as you can see and hear, the quality has gone up. Is it worth it? That's up to you. I think so. I can't wait to maximize the benefit of these investments, and I hope you guys appreciate the difference. So those are my toys. What do you guys think? If you're interested, check out the links below where you can find these items. If you want to know more about them, I'd be happy to do a more detailed video. If this helped influence your decision one way or the other, let me know. And if you've got some other products you think that I might want to upgrade and you've got some suggestions for me, by all means, I'd love to hear. Make sure you guys subscribe and hit the alerts. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day.